Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am your host Linda. Normani recently released her album Dopamine. Unfortunately, it underperformed to the point that it did not chart, not only on the Billboard Hot 100 but on the Billboard Bubbling Under. This is very unexpected because she's one of the most talented artists out here. She can dance, she can sing, she has amazing stage presence. She's really undeniably talented. So today we're gonna look at some of the reasons why her album did not chart. I actually listened to her album and I really liked it. My favorite song is Candy Paint off the album because it's an automatic hit and it's definitely one of the best songs on the album. I think on YouTube it has over 1 million views and it's an audio, it has no video yet. So I kind of feel like Normani missed her moment. When she released Motivation as her first single, it was huge and people loved it. However, she revealed that she really didn't like the song. She would have capitalized on this moment and released a follow-up single. This would have definitely propelled her career, and this was definitely the best time for her to drop her album. And I kind of feel like her label has everything to do with it. RCA has a history of stagnating its artists, shelving really talented artists. We've seen so many artists suffer as a result of being signed to RCA. Tinashe being one of them. They couldn't really allow her to release music and they kept on sending her back to the drawing board. She would record music and they just wouldn't allow her to release the kind of music that she wanted to release. Years went by and she was kind of trapped. RCA has this reputation of trapping its artists, shelving its artists, frustrating its artists. I didn't think it was a really smart idea for Normani to sign to RCA just because of how they treat their artists. I do agree that there's some artists who are signed to RCA who are doing quite well and are releasing music consistently, but I kind of feel like this depends on who has your back at the label, because we've definitely seen situations whereby you can be signed to a really good label, but if you don't have someone who fights for you on the label, like a good A&R or somebody in senior management, then definitely you will not have the same benefits as someone who's being fought for by someone on the label. Maybe label politics is playing a role in it. Speaking of the label, I also feel like the label does not support her financially. She recently revealed that she funded her previous video. This was really surprising to so many people because she's on a label. Like, why should she fund her stuff? If the label doesn't believe in what you're doing, they definitely will not fund your projects. This kind of reminds me of what Rihanna went in the mid-2000s. There was a time when her label actually stopped funding her projects and Rihanna had to start funding her own music videos. She had to start funding her own stuff. You need to have a certain resilience if you're an artist, especially if things don't go your way. You should have a really good team and a good A&R who can fight for you at the label, because you can be really talented and all the stars could be aligned for you. You could have public support, people could love what you're doing and who you are as an artist, but if you don't have some things on lock, then definitely you're not going to propel as an artist. So I kind of feel like this is some of the factors that have held Normani back. Normani can be a touring artist. I believe she's able to pull a crowd and open up for other major artists. I do not understand why she hasn't gone on tour yet. She could be earning from going on tour, and we've seen so many underground artists who don't have the recognition and don't have the star power that Normani has, but they go on tour and they get their money, always trying to push their visibility as much as possible, always trying to build a relationship with their fan base, always trying to do everything that they can to make sure that they are on top. And I kind of feel like if Normani isn't as much as an artist, she can be an influencer as well, like other artists, but I kind of feel like she also hasn't explored this avenue. She can be an influencer like Sweetie, so I kind of wonder why she hasn't explored this part as well. But definitely she has world visibility and she has followers and she's beautiful and so many young people look up to her. So I definitely feel like she has the capability of, marketing products and doing endorsements and stuff like that and just capitalizing on her fame. And Normani is an artist who has touring potential. She can tour, and so the fact that she's not on the road is kind of really disappointing. Maybe it's also tied to her label and maybe she's not allowed to tour contractually. Normani isn't really great at marketing herself. When it comes comes to putting herself out there, I definitely feel like there are artists who are less talented than her, artists who aren't as gifted as her, who are really pushing themselves out there on social media, doing TikTok, who are snatching all the marketing gigs, who are pushing themselves and putting themselves out here with half her talent. I kind of feel like she doesn't believe in herself because there are so many artists who are not on Normani's caliber in terms of her talents and the attention she has from the public and from the media, and yet they are doing major things. If she believed in herself, maybe she would have been farther. So many people would say that colorism has played a part in setting her back, but I totally disagree because we have so many beautiful dark-skinned women who are in music, who are doing amazing things and who are touring and who are releasing music. I do agree that this is a factor that sets them back a bit because of the industry, but I also feel like there are dark-skinned girls out here who are really killing it in spite of colorism being a challenge. I definitely feel like her label is holding her back, but the biggest question is, why hasn't she gotten another label to buy her out of her contract and flourish? We've seen so many artists who've been signed to record labels that did not support their vision, that frustrated them, that stifled them as artists, but somehow they managed to get out of their contracts. They managed to get other labels to buy them out. So this is not really a new concept or a new idea. Definitely there could be other factors, but I definitely feel like this is an avenue that she can use if the label is really the issue. So I can just make the conclusion that maybe her label is treating her like they treated other artists in the past, shelving the music, not believing in them as artists, putting them in a position where they can go for years without releasing music. So I would just assume that maybe this is the situation that is holding Normani back. But I can definitely say that there are artists who are very successful today, who've gone through so many challenges when it comes to their labels, and they were able to maneuver and make it. So I definitely wish Normani the best, and I wish for her to be able to overcome all the challenges that she's facing. I definitely wouldn't want to see Normani be one of those artists who end up not succeeding because of label politics. Label politics can really play a big part in the downfall of an artist, like previous artists who fell off the radar because of label politics. But I definitely feel like she should fight for her career more and look at other artists who faced challenges similar to hers, find a way to maneuver through these challenges. There's definitely nothing new under the sun. We've definitely seen how label politics can really end an artist's career, no matter how successful they previously were or how talented they were. And I definitely don't wish this on Normani. I kind of believe that if you're an artist or you're in the creative industry, you definitely have to have some form of business skill and business acumen that can be able to help you navigate through the business side of what you're trying to do. And this really doesn't change how I feel about her as an artist. She's still amazing and she's still one of the most talented artists out here. So those are my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.